The NFL is back, and we got a Millie Maker up top over on DraftKings. We're talking NFL Showdown. Eagles, Cowboys here to start us off. And I got the man back with me here on the Print Factory talking Thursday Night Football. Big T at Big T44 DFS on Twitter, where you can DM him if you want anything to do with the Run Pure Sports package. You want a little special promo code. That's all you got to do is just DM Tony Niehaus at Big T44 DFS, and he will hook you up with a nice little promo code to join us over at Run Pure Sports. Tony, you ready to roll here?
We're back, baby. We are back. We got night one of football all summer. I know I whine as much as anyone. Baseball, we like baseball, stacking up stuff, but it gets long as the summer goes, and it gets rough. The summers, I like playing golf. I like doing stuff, but I like when football gets back here. I went on a few trips. Back now. I don't have any more trips planned the rest of the year. It's time to watch some football. It's time to hunker down. It's time to pick some winners. It's time to do the Print Factory. It's time to get back in the rhythm here with all our stuff. Where we got a lot going on the site, like JSU said. If you want a promo code, slide into my DMs. We got people flooding back into the Discord. It's the best Discord going. It's the best community going. People in there talking. Everyone's excited. Slide into my DMs if you want a promo code. We'll get you back in there and get in our $100 contest. We're doing a year-long contest. Can you screen share it on your screen? Let me.
Yeah, you want me to pull it up? I can do it. Yeah, I can do it real quick.
So we're doing a $100 contest. It's going to include showdowns for probably Mondays and Thursdays and Friday tomorrow if there's a random Friday. But all the weekday showdowns plus the main slates. So Sundays, every Sunday, obviously. Days like Thanksgiving would be a main slate. So I need to go through at the end and see how many slates there's going to be. But somewhere around 60 plus slates total. We'll drop your lowest few scores because let's face it, people are going to miss a slate here and there. You're not going to play every slate for the most part. We will for the most part, but you might miss a slate, so we'll drop a few scores. But more than anything, it's going to be bragging rights. It's going to be trash talk on this show, trash talk on our other Print Factory shows, and the members. I mean, you get in there and whoop up, everybody's going to be in there. JBC and all his $1 million wins are going to be in there. Third and Strong be in there. AP is going to be in there. Wiley's going to be in there. Everybody's going to be in there, including us. Get in there and whoop us. It's just going to be fun. Yeah, maybe you win some Master Coasters. Where is it again? All you got to do, Vincent, is right here. So JSU's got it up. He's a good host. He's getting better this year at hosting. $100 right there on my Twitter. If you want to look at it, at Big T44 DFS, but perfect instructions right there. Send 100 on Venmo to me, Tony Niehaus. In the description, put your username. That's it. DK username. It pops up in my email. I just copy it right to the league. It works perfect. If you can't do Venmo, JSU can take PayPal or something. Try to do Venmo, though. If not, we'll figure out a different way. Makes it easier. But get in. Everyone that watches this show, 200's the max we can get. I think we're at like 100 right now. Plenty of spots left. And we're going to, if you don't get in tonight and you're watching this later or something, we'll take signups until we get to 200 or Sunday. So you'll still be able to sign up till Sunday. If you miss Thursday or Friday, you're going to drop your lowest scores anyways. It's not going to hurt your overall. And we're going to do weekly prizes and stuff, depending on how many we get. I would like to give $100 to every single contest when you win, but I need to do the numbers and see. It might not leave enough for the overall prize pool, but something. We'll get all the details locked in. Point being, it's $100 for the whole year. Contest, everything, bragging rights. Get in there, and we'll figure out the prize structure after we get started.
And by the way, if you can't take Venmo, like Tony said, hit us up anyways. We'll find a way to get you in there. Whatever the way is, we'll get you in there at some point. So if you don't have Venmo, don't let that stop you from getting in this league. Because, listen, this league, we're going to shit talk in this league. And so on these shows, I'm going to make fun of Tony every time I beat him. And that goes with other people. You can make fun of us when you beat us. All right. That's the best part.
We got one guy that listened immediately. At least I'm assuming he was watching the show and went in. So I got to give him a hat. We got to give a hat out because we're going to give stuff out. This guy immediately probably saw it on the screen. If he didn't, then he got lucky right here because it popped up right as I was talking about it. But Matthew Wages, $100. He sent it in. He's in the. I got to send him the link still, but you get a hat too. So slide into my DMs. You get a free hat. Maybe this one if you want this one. If you want, you can't see up top, but we got a couple of different other ones. Green one. What do you win? You win money. Top 5 are going to win money. All the money will be paid out. Again, I don't know the exact format because I need to know how many people we get in. But the money.
By the way, we're not taking anything. Yeah. The money's all getting paid out, so we're not taking anything.
Optimally, if I can get 200 people or somewhere in the 150 to 200, we'll pay out weekly. And top 5 for the season for sure is going to be the biggest money. Top 5, but it's not about the money anyways. We're going to pay it out, but it's more about the bragging rights and the fun of it all.
Big T's got his notepad. Don't you worry. Get your notepad ready. Sam says, Bowman Dryer, I want to see you in that league. That's what I want to see you. I want to see you in that season-long league. Get your brother.
He was one of the first ones in.
No, I'm saying get your brother, though. Get your cousin, whatever. Yeah. I mean, get all the Bowman Dryers. Get them all in there. All 10 of you. Yep. I want all of you guys in there.
All the smoke.
JC, what's your address? I'll mail you a check. Yeah, I don't know if check's gonna roll, but like any of the other services like PayPal or Apple Pay or Zelle, like we'll figure it out. Like anything else, but I don't know about a check. I don't know if we're doing the old checks here. So, all right, Big T, I was told I got to get my energy up. You handled the word count for a decent amount of the start of the show. Also, though, Big T likes shit. Yeah,
I do. I do enjoy that.
No lies detected.
It's not moist.
No lies detected there. I think most guys would agree with that sentiment there. But yeah, I think that you started off good. Then you made fun of my hosting skills by saying I'm trying to be better at being a host.
I gave you a compliment. That was a compliment.
I want to know how many times you made fun of me on the show yesterday because I didn't get to watch the Print Factory. By the way,
maybe you should watch it then.
Well, if you didn't check out the Print Factory, I will be checking it out at some point this week, but you should go after this show and watch the Print Factory. I was not on it, unfortunately. I was away, but ODB and Big T handled it. I'm sure they gave some winners. I can't say they gave a ton, but I'm sure they gave some without me on. I'm sure it wasn't as good as with me on, but that's okay. That's all right, Big T. You definitely probably tried with the hosting skills.
I wasn't as good. I'll admit it. I'm not a very good host, but I did my best. I played hard. You taught me that. Like, you just play hard. You can't ever have regrets if you just play hard. I buckled a few. Wiley got me rattled for a minute at a point, but it was what it was. We pushed through, and we picked some winners.
I owe an apology, Corey says. Yeah. I mean, all right, I guess I apologize. I am sorry. I'm sorry. I wanted to make sure, though, I was here for the start of the year. And this is the start of the year, Big T. This is game 1. So I couldn't miss this show because we got to get this. We got a Millie Maker up top on DraftKings. Massive contest here. And you know what? We love Showdown at Rumpier Sports. I mean, Showdown is, it's probably our favorite. I know everyone loves the main slates too. We love the main slates, but Showdown is Big T's bread and butter. Or I'll say it. It's definitely his bread and butter. And I know you're ready for this season.
Oh, absolutely. This Showdown is definitely what I look forward to the most, 100%. I like main slates too, don't get me wrong. I actually like the analysis and like the shows from the main slate more because we break down like the whole thing. Yeah. But as far as just single game, and what's better than sitting down tonight, 8:30 Eastern time, of course, because I was just on Western time last weekend and it blows. Everybody that says it's better, get your blanket out, go to bed at 9 o'clock, get out of here. Like, I like the games to start late. I like the games to end late. I don't want to wake up and do college football at 10 a.m. I don't want that. I want Eastern time. Mountain time, you guys suck, and I'm ready. And also, I got these entries are flying in, so people are actually watching. Tyler Nemeth, though, you said your name is Nemo7587. It's not working for me. Did you type it wrong or am I doing something wrong? We got people coming though. Let's fill this thing. Let's fill this contest.
Make sure you send that username. Make sure it's right. Make sure that DK username is right, because that's how he's going to find you and send you the contest link. So make sure you guys get the DK username right and figure that stuff out. But yeah, keep getting in there. It's only $100 for the year. I'm sure we'll talk about it again before we get out of here. Central Time Zone is the best.
I do agree. So the only I will say Central is the only other one I could like manage a little bit. It gets worse the further that way you go. Like it.
He said God's time zone. He said God's time zone. Absolutely not. Ridiculous. Yeah. Get out of here, Vip. Get out of here. You're back to VIP.
Yeah, I mean, like usual, I agree with Dub KJ. I mean, I think that's pretty accurate.
No lies detected again. Just like the Moist comment, no lies detected there as well.
I do kind of agree with Central, though. I could live with Central, like 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. football kicks. I could deal a 6 o'clock NBA locks. I could deal with that. I can't deal with. Imagine the West Coast where it's a 4 p.m. lock. I mean, get out of here.
Yeah, where all the sports are done by like 9 or 10. Yeah. Like that's awful.
What do you
like
do?
That,
like what do you do at 9 when it's over? You just sit there and look at the wall?
That's it. I mean, you can only go so far in the, getting the action at night. Like once that's over, Big T, what do you actually do?
In Riles, I did my whole life. That's how I know East Coast is better, baby. I was in the West Coast forever. It's terrible.
Yeah, like every time I go
the workbench still works at midnight. The workbench works whenever you want.
That's right. And like I said, once you're done with the workbench, what are you doing? Like it's your night's done. It's 9 o'clock. Your night's over.
Jimmy, I agree with this too. I believe me, I'm on the gummy train. It's the timing though.
Yeah, it's rough. I agree with you. And then I love how we get all these comments, and then my guy comes in here, Triple J with Kenny Clark gonna smash tonight. Big T's totally ready for the Kenny Clark smash season tonight. Big T, who's Kenny Clark?
I mean, he's a player that you guys jerk off to all summer.
He was the guy. He was the dude who got traded for Micah Parsons with all the picks.
The D lineman.
Yeah, he was the lineman that got traded for Parsons. He is good, but we'll see about the old smash time. But anything else here with the time zone, Big T, or you want to get into this slate? Because I want to get an overview on this game. Dallas, Philly, spreads 8.5 total right now. Where we're sitting at like 48.5 on DraftKings Sportsbook, so the total might have moved a tad. But Eagles, big favorites here. I know the line, like a couple weeks ago when I looked at it, was 6.5 at one point on DraftKings, but it was definitely quick. It moved to 7, then 7.5, and now it's 8.5. Big team. It looks like it's settling around here. I doubt it moves any higher, but I think 8.5 is where it's going to stay. What are you thinking from just the game perspective, just the overview, the betting side? Do you like the total or the spread at all?
Yeah, it's people that have watched the shows. I definitely like this spot as far as teasers, but we looked at the odds yesterday on DraftKings on the print for the week long, and I think they bumped the odds on us where it was like minus. Actually, click it real quick on yours because it'll show us. If you click Eagles 8.5 and then click another like. You clicked the wrong way, but same difference.
What do you want me to click?
The Eagles side, because it'll be the Eagles teaser, and then go down to another. Go to a different game real quick, just for a second.
I'll go to a different game here. I got you. Here's the Chiefs.
Yeah, any game for them.
Yeah. You like the Chiefs?
Where's do the Chargers for the sake of this one.
Okay.
And then go to teasers down there on the side of that. Yeah, so they bumped it on. Like last year for a while, we were getting minus 120. It's an extra 15 cents. So I've talked about these for a while. I mean, the edge gets less and less once you start getting these up. So I struggle to talk it up at 135. But as far as the number, it's week 1. I'm going to talk about this a ton. I just think the first 2 or 3 weeks, these teams are all feeling each other out. Is Philly a way better team? Yeah. Does Dallas suck? Yeah. but it's week 1. I struggle to lay 8.5. If I had to pick, though, I don't want to just I won't be betting big on this game, put it that way. If I had to pick, it would still be Philly. I think they're too tough. But I am not like, there's no conviction behind that whatsoever. I think the 8.5 is a good number. I think the total is a pretty good number. I know this sounds like a cop-out, but I don't come on these shows and just say it just to say it. It's week 1. I'm not going to – I don't know. I don't love it.
So first of all, I just got to say I like this guy already. Raiders here, TDID. Fuck work. It's football season. I love that. And then Buddha is asking you, what is Venmo Big T44? You got to pull your Venmo up.
What is it's at Tony Niehaus. You pulled it up on the screen. You did the perfect display at Tony-Niehaus.
No, I know he was asking though. So yeah, he was asking. So
and make sure you put your DK handle in the description because it makes it way easier. Yeah.
All right. That answers that question. I see some people talking about Amari Cooper retired. Yeah. RIP to anyone who drafted Amari Cooper in best ball. That's all right, because now he doesn't matter at all, especially on this slate. I will give a take because Tony just sounds kind of wishy-wash on this game. I feel very good about, well, at least me anyways. I'm betting on the Eagles. I feel very good about the Eagles here.
But you're never betting Dallas in this spot.
Well, I'm definitely not betting Dallas.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. You're never betting Dallas.
That's not true, though. I'm just not a fan of Dallas in this. I'm not a fan of Dallas. I'll tell you right now. I'm going to give you this answer. I'm not a fan of Dallas against any team that's going to easily make them completely one-dimensional, which I think they're going to be a lot this year because I don't think they're going to have a good running game with Miles Sanders, Javonte Williams, and Jaden Blue. So I think they're going to have to lean on the pass. And when you can get interior pressure with your defensive linemen, which with Jalen Carter as the Eagles' best player on defense, they will get interior pressure. That is bad for Dak Prescott. That is bad for any pocket passing quarterback. This is a nightmare matchup for Dak Prescott in the Cowboys because the Eagles were already going to be tough to run on. And then you come in with this running game and that type of interior pressure, they're going to be in a lot of second and third and longs, Big T, and they're going to have to rely on Dak Prescott to make plays in that O-line, especially interior O-line, to hold up. I just don't think they're going to be able to. So I definitely like the Eagles. I think they win by double digits. I might even alt them. I feel pretty good about it too. I think they're just going to force Dallas into a situation where they're in constant third and long. And that's what the Eagles do the best, when they get you in third and long and then they can just pin back and go after you, and they rely on their secondary, which is also good. It to me, it just smells like Eagles all day here, but that's just my take on the matter. I think it's Eagle smash. So I feel more confident than you. I like the Eagles first half too. I think it's 4.5 now or 3.5. And I like them for the game at 8.5. So that's my take from a betting side. I get it. You're not as high on anything, but you also, just to be real with everyone, you definitely like to see a little bit of football before you start getting heavy into like your takes.
I mean, I just know if anything we've learned, I mean, I've been betting football my whole life. Week 1, whenever we think we know everything, there'll be 4 or 5 teams in week 1 that will literally look like the worst teams on earth, and then they'll be Super Bowl contenders. Like, it just, teams look bad early. This is basically the preseason, let's face it. The first 2 or 3 weeks are usually preseason-like. Games are going to be – college was this way last week. The games are uglier than you think. Like, the Eagles aren't going to come out and be some well-oiled machine week 1. But Dallas could be just as bad too, though. So it goes both ways.
I was going to say it goes both ways. And on top of it, Tony, we've seen this, especially early. The defenses have been better early in the NFL. And who has the better defense? The team who just traded the best defensive player, or the team in the Eagles who just won a Super Bowl really off their I mean, they destroyed the Chiefs offense. Destroyed them. Like, So I will lean. I'll base my picks less off of offense and more off of defense. And I feel like Philly is easily the side you want to take in that standpoint. So I know you say you'll never bet Dallas in this situation. I want to lean on the side of the better defense early in the season. And I think that's clearly the Eagles here. And they both have good firepower. Like, let's be honest, offensively, they both have a ton of firepower. So it's not like, both teams have superstars and stuff like that. But I doubt you're saying that you would rather have, Dallas's weapons than Philly's weapons.
Yeah. I mean, well, if I got the lines, I might rather have their skill players, but the lines are a massive advantage towards the Eagles.
Massive.
If I could just choose,
the line
just
is a
looking at
part
the
of the
skill players,
offense.
I don't think there's, well, obviously Saquon versus no running back, but some of the positions, like I don't think, and this will really piss people off, I don't think Jalen Hurts is that much better than friggin' Dak Prescott. Like I just don't. Like if you flip teams and Dak was on Philly, I think he would be just as good as Hurts.
But the line is a part of the offense. So I didn't mean to say skill players like
for
skill
sure.
players.
And their line's going to crush them.
Exactly. So like you got to lean into the lines, and I think the D line and the O line are definitely on the side of the Eagles here.
I think Dallas is going to be able to move the ball though too. Like I think, and I know Philly's going to be able to move it on Dallas. So yeah,
I just don't see them having a run game, Tony. So if you like them, it's like all Dak to me.
Yeah,
I don't know how
they're not going to run on this team for sure. But I mean, the Dak stacks are nice in my opinion, and he's cheap. We talked about this a lot, and I could screen share too with the Saber Sim.
Yep.
We talked about this a lot. Let me pull it up. Is that the right? Yeah. We talked about this a lot last year, the last couple of years on the Showdown shows. But when you get these quarterbacks at 9K, for a while they were always like 10K above or even way higher. At 9K, it's pretty manageable when you got good receivers to even play them in the captain, which for a while we argued about it. But the cheaper the prices get, the more it comes into play. So, I mean, I like the weapons. This is a tough game for captain. Like there's a lot of guys that I think you could play at captain because I mean everyone's going to want to play Saquon and Hurts, which I get. I mean they're by far the biggest projections, but you got good guys like both these Philly receivers are captain worthy. Both Dallas receivers are captain worthy. Dak, like I said, is cheaper. I kind of like the builds coming off the two chalky Eagles guys. I know that sounds crazy, but even if Philly wins by 2 touchdowns or something, that's good for Dallas's guys. I mean, just to chuck it around a little bit. So,
yeah, I mean, they're going to be in a lot of passing situations, especially if you think they win big.
From Mike.
That's a massive compliment.
Up to me. I mean,
man, he wants a hat.
Yeah,
he wants a hat.
I mean, if you would have called me Scott Hall, I'd have been even happier. But Kevin Nash, I mean, I'll take it.
You don't have a toothpick. You don't have a toothpick. You got to have the toothpick. Yeah, you got to throw it out there. All right. AG says, I'm winning tonight. I like AG. I like that.
I like that you claimed the name Johnny. That's what I liked.
Well, I'll claim it when someone says I'm going to win tonight. Then I'll claim the name. Any other time, I'm not claiming it. What's going on, Joe? What's up, man?
This guy wants another kicker cat. That was a legendary night for Ron Pure that night.
That was the best night. All right, so let's dive into this captain situation, Big T, because you said you're trying to find ways to get off of Hurts and Barkley, who will be the clear guys at captain. So outside of them, well, first of all, if you had to choose between those two, like you could only play one in the captain, right? Let's just play this game for a second. Are you leaning Hurts or Barkley if you could only go over the field on one?
I mean, I would go Hurts for sure. I just think more people are. What is the actual ownership projections?
I would say Hurts is
so super similar. If it's super similar. I would choose Hurts for sure. There's more paths for Hurts. So I would and I still feel like Saquon, although you're right, Hurts is projected higher from each place. So whoever's lower owned would be my answer, but I'll go Hurts.
Yeah, I think I
But
would lean
honestly,
Hurts too.
just as far as my main team, I don't see myself using one of those two for my main captain.
Right. I was just putting you in the position of like a lot of people I think are going to be choosing between them for like a main team. So I wanted to get your take on who you would choose if you could only pick those two. I would definitely lean Hurts too if I could only pick one of these two for like a main team. I think I would lean Jalen Hurts. You just get so much upside with that damn tush push. I mean, every time they fall at like the 2-yard line or less, you're almost guaranteed to get a touchdown, Big T. Like it's a cheat
Oh,
code. Whereas like other
guaranteed.
teams, the quarterback is not guaranteed to get a rushing touchdown every time they hit the 2-yard line. Like this team, it's just a lock. It's crazy. So
Yeah.
that's who I would lean. All right, going down from there, Big T. You got guys like CD Lamb, AJ Brown, Dak Prescott, who's cheap, like you talked about. He's cheaper than AJ Brown. We don't see that a ton. Devontae Smith, George Pickens. Those are kind of the other guys, the 6 skill position guys at the top. Who are you going with after the top 2 studs? Are you leaning more the Dallas side for captains like CD, Pickens, Dak, or do you like the AJ Brown, Devontae Smith route more?
I kind of like our standard build that's treated us pretty good over the years, where you dip down a little further even. And for whatever reason, it's always the tight ends that stick out to me. But our boy Mary Ferguson feels like an insane low owned play to me at 4% owned, captain projected. 7,800 lets you get a lot, because even though I'm saying I don't want Hurts and Barkley, I mean, I like having them in the flex, obviously. So if I can go cheaper and get as many of the guys up top, I like it. And one of the things I don't love about going up for captain in this game, the Eagles are a team that have a lot of like expensive weapons. I mean, look at, besides them two, AJ and Devontae are pretty expensive too. There's a lot of different ways it can go. Dallas even now with a lot of weapons their way. I know they're weaker at running back, but I just, these guys have a lot of weapons too. And one thing I'll say, our boy VIP, I'm still calling him VIP no matter what, even though they say it's supposed to be
It's
VIP.
fair.
He's VIP to me. Whenever this dude throws out stuff, he's just so sharp with stuff. I always take note. If it says overs on Fergie, I'll say overs on Fergie. And I feel good about him already. So I'm glad you like him too. And it's just the price point. It just lets you so much. Let me see let's do our usual game where the salary. If I play Fergie captain with, obviously you would probably want to play Dak with them. You'd want to play Hurts and Saquon. Like, think about that. Fergie, Mary Ferguson, Dak, Hurts, Barkley. You still got 5,500 for your last 2 spots. That feels good to me. So actually, those are my 2 that I like the best. And if the defenses are a little ahead early in the year, teams like tight ends, kind of over the middle, get a couple dump offs, some easy routes when things are tough. I like those 2. Honestly, I would work my way up, as crazy as that sounds. I'll leave Aubrey in too, just because he can bang 50-yarders and it's fun to leave a kicker in your captain. But working my way up, I love Pickens too. Devontae, I think's got low-owned upside. AJ. So honestly, I think not counting Aubrey because he's a token, from Fergie up would kind of be my captain rankings tonight. The straight up the list here.
Okay, so you like the Fergie up to what, like CD, pretty much?
Yeah, I mean all the way up, but yeah,
All the way
like
up. Okay.
in
All the way up.
150, I'm not fading Hurts and Barkley, but if they're 17, honestly, I don't mind the 17%. I'm kind of okay being field on those guys in the captain.
So this is the question we get all the time, and that's why I backed you into the corner about Hurts and Barkley. I think in single entry, everyone's going to be trying to decide between these, or a lot of people will. But it sounds like you're more the next tier, like from Fergie up to CD, if you only had one team. Is that right?
And it's always, we get this question all year long, like single entry. I've always been a one team, even when I play 150, like tonight, if I play 150, I still have my main team, which is in single entries and whatever else. And it'll be in our contest. That's the good thing about this contest too. The $100, that's your single entry. Basically, I'm always just going to put my main team in that. I'm always going to just play my favorite team. So like tonight, if Ferguson's my favorite team, he'd be my single entry. You'll see him in there. I haven't run the thing. I don't know what I'm going to end up, but Mary Ferguson is definitely would be my single entry as far as right now.
And again, that's one of the reasons why you sign up at rumpiersports.com, smash the like button on this video, subscribe to the channel, but you want the latest, Big T player pool, the latest convictions, who he's got for his core captain, who I've got for my 3-max sheet, my core captain. That's why you join. Sign up. Rumpier Premium Package is the best package if you want all the sports. You get everything. You get Saber Sim with the Rumpier Premium Package. And if not, and you just want football, we have the single sport package as well. So you can just get either NFL or college football. If you just want college football too, we have that as well. But you can sign up for a single sport and you can get the latest cores and player pools and percentages from Big T and the entire crew at Rumpier Sports easily that way. So that's the way you do it, Big T. Obviously, right now, it's 2:45. We haven't run our teams. We don't have everything 100% yet. But, if you want the full thing, you got to sign up, join us over at Rumpier Sports. And if not, just hit the like button on the video. Throw us a like, subscribe to the channel. We appreciate that as well. Just to add on to your takes with this next range here after Jalen Hurts and Saquon, I definitely like the Jake Ferguson, Mary Ferguson, whatever you want to call his name. I definitely like that call. I think a mid-tier captain definitely works with a lot of studs on the slate. But the guy who's sticking out to me, and I normally never play this guy, but I think he's going to fall in the boat where people don't want to play him, is Devonta Smith. And I think people are going to look at him as the worst of the studs, people of the stud range, not worst in general, but just clicking as a captain. And I think he's one of the best because he is completely boom or bust. And that's what I kind of want in my captain. If I'm not going Hurts, Barkley, CD, or Dak, I want someone who's boom or bust. I want someone who's giving me 30 with 2 bombs, or I want someone, or he's giving me 6. But either way, like if he gives me 6, I'm dead anyways. But it's a tournament. It's a millie maker. Like I want to take shots in the millie maker. And Devonta Smith is the person I want to take shots with. Again, it might not be the single entry move, right? He might not be the single entry captain because the floor is not as good as some of these other guys. But I think the ceiling is right up there with a lot of these guys after the Hurts, Barkley, Lamb range. And that's my tournament guy. You know what I mean? Like I think Hurts is definitely the safest. But Devonta Smith is the guy I want to be over on. AJ Brown had the little hamstring issue. It could be him tonight. He could be the one that catches the bombs and gets in the end zone. But I'm going to roll with Devonta. I'm probably going to be, Pickens is so much cheaper than CD is the problem. Like I like CD better in this spot, but man, the price gap might give me more Pickens on its own, even though I'm going to lower my projection on Pickens. So again, I haven't run anything yet, but that's one thing. I'm going to lower Pickens and see how much I still get of him over CD. And then AJ Brown, again, I'm fine with. I'm going to be a little higher on Devonta than Smith. So Devonta Smith. So I don't know how much AJ I'll get in those teams, but I'll definitely still have some of him. But I'm lower on Dak, or I won't have Dak in the captain. I think I probably won't have CD. I probably won't have Pickens either in the captain. So like my captains are going to be more like Hurts, Devonta Smith, and one of AJ Brown, Saquon Barkley is like how I kind of rank them. And I'm probably the only Dallas captain I'm going to look at is Jake Ferguson. It's just because of the price point. Because like you said, like the price point with all these studs on the slate, if he gets us to this projection right here, it could be the winner with just 13, 14.
Yeah, 100%. And especially if you think the game plays a little uglier, which that could mean points too. It could mean a lot of things when you talk about ugly. But in theory, and I always like the cheaper captains like Mary Ferguson and Goddard when
you just
when
go
you have a
Goddard.
lot of you like that. I used to call him that too, Goddard. Actually, like
did you?
Yeah,
I mean, before it wouldn't matter. Now he's kind of established. I'm surprised you get the.
I remember when he was a Showdown play, like when he was first, like coming onto the scene, I'd call him Goddard.
I could see Rubio doing shit like that too.
That's
Rubio.
Who I'd expect. Yeah, I blame Rubio for that too.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of guys that can score 15 points. So we've always said that even when we did kicker captains, it's always in the games where you see a lot of guys that can score 15. Like just say there's a world where all these guys score 15 or like 6 of these guys score 15. The best captain for sure is going to be these cheaper captains in that case. Obviously, if Saquon or Hurts gets 30, it gets a little hairier with the cheaper captains. But I think this is a game where Hurts gets 20 and I think they get like their projections, like, right? Hurts gets 22. If everyone hits their projections, you want like cheaper captains, at least I think.
That's
and then
when
the upside hits, you want them, obviously.
That's when the Smith, Pickens, Goddard, Ferguson range, that's when those guys' ranges could definitely hit. If just those top guys get right around their projection, that's when you know it. But when Hurts gets like 40 or 35, like you're just like, you need Hurts, or Saquon takes 2 to the house. Like you're going to need Saquon.
And it's one of the reasons that I like to, even if you don't enter 150, like you could do 3 or 5 or 10, or I like to, it's not an all-in sport for me, put it that way. Like Showdown NFL, you should go a few different directions with stuff. You can't just, not always. Sometimes we will have slates where you want to. But a slate like this, there's a lot of guys, and I don't see a reason to just load up in this game.
I won't lie. There's some slates where I've just jammed 150, like, Jalen Hurts teams before, or someone that I just feel like confident. But agree, this isn't the slate because there's just so many guys that could have massive games, and you don't want to be all in one guy. And then, like I said, Saquon goes 90 yards, and you're just sitting there like, fuck, I went all in Hurts or AJ Brown. So throwing that out there. Matty Ice said that's a Mangone pronunciation. Oh, that's rough, Matty Ice. That's a little mean right there. Our guy Big Ed, what's up? I wanted to get this one in there. Nick, our boy Nick just signed up for the $100 season long. Let's go, Nick.
Nick, you freaking didn't give me your damn DK name.
Nick, drop your DK name in the chat right now so Big T can get it. Drop your DK handle. Guys, if you're signing up for the season long, which is $100, we already talked about it earlier in the show, you have to, with the payment to Venmo, add your DK handle. Okay, so then Big T can find you on DK. He can send you the link and you can get in the contest. So we don't get people saying, I sent you the $100, but I'm not in the contest yet. It's like, we need your DK handle. Once we get your DK handle, we'll send it to you. And Nick, right here, Tony. Here's his DK handle.
There
Boom.
we go.
Right on the screen. Love that. If you guys want to sign up too, there's still spots. So anyone wondering, is there spots? There's still spots in the league. Get in. It's only $100 for the entire year. Come try and beat Big T. Come try and beat JVC, myself, Third and Schlong. We'll all be in there. It'll be a fun league. We'll shit talk the entire season. Prizes weekly, and then a full year prize at the end of the year. So it'll be fun contest to get in. Big T, you got that name?
It doesn't work. We got problems, Nick. NAQ007.
Nick, you got to verify for us.
It doesn't work. It doesn't work, Nick.
Take a screenshot of your handle.
Naked Gun 99, baby.
That's a username right there. I love that.
Oh, I love that too.
Yeah, Nick, take a screenshot and send it to Big T. He said correct. He said that's his username.
Sometimes it was doing this for a few people, but it won't pop up. I don't know. I figured it out with other people. There we go. See, I typed it in again and it worked. We're back, Nick.
All right, we found it. We found it.
We're back. The invite has been sent.
So, okay, the start is going to be tonight, right, Big T? So
Yep.
people asking, it's going to be tonight, but for people who may not get in tonight, but this week, we are going to do like the drop a lowest score, right, Big T? So
Couple
if
of
you
the
miss a
lowest,
week,
yeah. Because I mean, you're talking what 18 weeks times at least 3 slates a week times
yes.
playoffs. Because we're going to go through the Super Bowl. We're doing this whole year, so I mean, you're talking what 70 or 80 slates. We'll drop probably our lowest 4 showdowns and 2 main slates or something. I'll put after we get the final number on Sunday. I'll put out all the stuff, and we're going to pay it
Yeah.
all out. So I just got
My
to do
point is, though, you can get in today. We want you to get in now, but like we're gonna talk about this week, and if you miss a slate, it's not a big deal because we are gonna drop a few of the lowest scores. That's my point. So
yeah.
there you go. All right, let's get back to this showdown slate, guys. If you remember, smash that like button and subscribe to the YouTube channel if you want to get in on all this free content we've got on this channel throughout the week. Tons of shows. We dropped the schedule yesterday for the entire NFL show schedule. I tweeted it out. Run Pure Sports tweeted it out. If you want to check it out, it's on my Twitter handle at JSURab. You can check out all the NFL shows we have planned for you guys through this entire week of football. So make sure you check out that show schedule. But Big T, let's go down, unless you have anything else to say about that range, let's go down to like that next range. So, I mean, the kickers and defenses, tonight is the first contest. Yes, Nick. Yep. Tonight is the first one. It's this showdown slate. Let's go to that kickers, defenses, and whatever else is next here. So we got Elliott, Aubrey, Eagles defense, Cavante Turpin, Jalen Tolbert. This is a big discussion point here, Big T, because you're going to need to find some cheap guys. You got so many studs on the slate. You got to find some cheapies to make the studs work. And who are those guys for you? Are you going the kicker route? Are you going the defense?
So I definitely don't like the defenses at all. Outside of like the Cowboys, I actually like the Cowboys defense better than the Eagles. Not because I think they're a better unit, just because this is showdown and the Cowboys D is going to be 6%. The Eagles D is going to be a crazy 25% to me. I think that's too high. So I don't like them. But the kickers, I got to like, especially Aubrey. I mean, the guy's amazing. So I have to like Aubrey at that price. As people watch the shows too, we tend to like these type of plays a lot as the year goes. Jake Elliott, I don't like as much as Aubrey, even though the projection's higher. I still like Aubrey more just because they go for it, tush push. I just feel like they go for it a lot. But I still like Elliott. And then you got a lot of these guys like Jaden Blue. I won't play much, if any. Javonte Williams, I hate. Another theme of the show, we always hate the freaking running backs. I just don't love these guys. Miles Sanders, I don't love. The guy I'm interested in. So for the best ball man, Mr. Johnny Sarabian. So I didn't even know until today that this dude was on Philly now, John Mechie. He was a beast at Alabama. I liked him in Houston, but never really did anything. Never really got out on the field all that much. He's interesting to me though, just because I mean, what actual receiver is he? Like, if I go to what number for Philly? Like, what's our situation here?
The question is he over Jahan Dotson? I don't think so, just because Jahan Dotson has been there. But I do think this was at the time when they made this trade, Tony. AJ Brown was dealing with the hamstring issue during camp. And who knows if they thought he would take a little more time. They just wanted a little added depth. Because let's be honest, like Jahan Dotson didn't show him a ton. And they really don't have much depth outside of those top two guys. Like once you get to Dotson, after that, it's just very thin. So I think they wanted like someone who's been in the league a little bit and they could get him at a low price. And so they traded for Mechie because Houston drafted all those, was it Iowa State receivers? Noel and Higgins. So they drafted both those guys and they signed Christian Kirk. So I think they were trying to get rid of, one of their receivers because they drafted all those guys. And the Eagles were just a perfect fit for someone like Mechie, who kind of hasn't hit yet in the NFL, kind of like Dotson in a way, where like I think people thought he was going to be good, and then he had the thing, and then he was behind like a bunch of other receivers who kind of stepped up, and now he gets to go to the Eagles. I don't think he's ahead of Dotson. And that's the thing for me is if he's not ahead of Dotson, we saw how little Dotson got the ball anyways, and he played last year. So I don't know if he's going to get a ton of looks.
Yeah, I mean, and the thing is, so one of the things I like about not being involved with all the like best ball and stuff the whole year, I can come in with a little bit fresh takes. And yes, I totally agree with what you're saying. I think Dotson on paper is the third receiver. I get it. I mean, I get all of this. He's projected for 0.2. I totally get what everyone's saying. I'm not like saying this dude's going to come out here and go for 100 yards and a touchdown. I'm just not saying it. This is Showdown, though, and this is why we like, or why people like our Showdown shows. We don't just literally throw the obvious. All I'm saying is just bookmark him, because usually plays like this are 200. He's 3,800. He's going to be 1% owned, even if again, we're not banking on an injury, but what happens when one of these guys rolls an ankle or something? I'm just saying the guy is talented and has big time upside, and he's just 1% owned. Just talent wise, I just feel like he should have a chance. And granted, he'll probably get 0 tonight. He's projected from 0 at Run Pure. He's projected from 0.2 right here, probably from my averages. One right here. I just in my head, I know, because I know for a fact Dotson sucks. I've seen it for 5-6 years now, however long.
Yeah.
I don't know Mechie sucks. I've only seen it for 1 year, and I don't know if he got a great chance. Yeah. Now he's in a better offense.
I know you're joking, Brett. I know you're joking, but he's actually not even rooting for the injury. He's saying that he might just be better than Dotson and could eventually win the role.
Hardly ever, because they don't, but and they feel like the same receiver to me. Like they're very similar. So
because they kind of are.
Just bookmark it. If he's inactive, like hopefully he is inactive, then you don't play him. Obviously, we get inactive,
right.
So.
Right. So he might be the kid Smith. I forget his first name for the Eagles. He's out though. He's another receiver they had. I'm blanking on his name though. Rubio would know because
Anus.
Anus. Yes. Yeah. So he's out. So that's another reason. But I think Mechie's probably in, but I doubt he plays a ton. I lean that side. And you got to remember, Dotson has a full year in this offense, whereas Mechie, he just got here.
Is your internet dying, or is my internet dying?
I don't know. My internet seems fine. My internet, I got full. I don't know.
Might be mine. I don't know. Now you sound clear again. It was breaking up for a minute. No one said anything, though, so it's probably my end.
Yeah, it might have been. It doesn't matter. Either way, I like the Mechie from the idea of nobody.
College legend is Anus. That's why you didn't know him. You don't like the college as much. I will say,
I watched a lot of college football this past weekend. I watched a lot of college football. The wife was working all weekend, so I got to watch some college football. Was not good on the eyes. I won't lie.
It was ugly this weekend. Yeah.
You called the Arch Manning thing. I was expecting like stud, and we did not get stud Arch Manning.
They got like a soft schedule coming up too. The next guy, he'll like look like freaking Peyton Manning the next couple of weeks, and then until it comes back. He
did get a tough. That team was tough, man. That Ohio State defense was they were tough, but yeah, I get what you're saying with him. I think we can find other cheap plays though, Big T, and I get why you don't love I think I'm going to be a little more on the Eagles defense. I also think though, in turn, you can play the Cowboys defense too. I kind of like the defenses. I'm a little lower on the kickers. I would rather be defense over kickers if I had to choose.
You can't be low on Aubrey. That's not allowed. That's a print factory violation.
I worry about Aubrey, but you know, that's what it is. Once
you just think Dallas is going out and scoring 0, huh? It's just going to be 38.
No, I don't. 3. I think they score. I just think they're going to be in a position where they're going to have to force more of the 6 and not the 3. If they get put in a hole,
so bad when this dude bangs 350-yarders on you.
I will definitely be mad because I'll be lower on Aubrey. I think also Aubrey's going to be more popular than you think. I think he's going to hit
I
a
mean,
lot
I
of teams.
think he will. I didn't say anything about low own for him because he's a
Yeah.
beast.
No. And I'm just saying, I think that he's going to be a lot more popular. So I rather get in the, I like, Cavante Turpin. I had to take
There's
for
one
best
thing
ball.
you love too from your freaking best ball. I love Turpin. Like, oh
Yep.
my, where's my sheet of paper? I think I got my note on
Write it
him. Like,
down. Write it down. Turpin over
unbelievable.
Tolbert. Turpin over Tolbert.
He's
And
the
he's
best ball guys that never come through for anybody. Mark my words on him.
okay. That's fine. He's a 20th round pick. I'm not even talking about best ball though. I'm talking about literally the one time he can actually house. And if he houses
I will
anything,
agree with that.
he is on the winner. That's all I'm saying here. That's all I'm saying. And again, I want guys that have that big playability. That is not Jalen Tolbert for me. That is Cavante Turpin. He is the guy that has that. And I think they could manufacture some touches for him in general in the offense that he didn't get last year because they don't have a running game, Tony. He's a quick guy that if you get the ball to in space, he can make some people miss and go to the house. So I think there could be some more manufactured touches than he got last year. And remember, he barely played last year. He got like 25% of the snaps. So if that goes up even a little bit, like even to like 40, I think he's a better play than what people think. So I'm higher on him than Tolbert. And I don't like Miles Sanders. I don't like Javonte Williams. I don't love Jaden Blue either in this matchup. If I did like one, it would probably be him, but I'm probably going to be lower on all these running backs. What are you doing with those running backs?
I mean, I don't see any reason really. Let me sort by running back on here. Yeah, I mean, I'm sticking to my kind of my standard of just not liking these running backs. I mean, it's just even Saquon. I like Saquon, but I mean, it is what it is a little bit. He's high owned. I hate Javonte. I hate Jaden Blue. I hate Sanders. I hate Dylan. I hate Shipley.
See,
Shipley's
that's
at
where
least
we're going to be
210.
different. I like Shipley. I think Shipley's another
I do
guy.
like his price point.
Yes, and I
And
think he's another
they
guy.
gotta play Saquon less this year. They can't
Yeah.
just run him the whole games like they did last year. So I like the price point. Obviously, you're not playing AJ.
What
How's
about
AJ Dillon?
Lupke? What? No, you can't play Plotter. You can't play AJ
I'll
Dillon.
leave old Lupke in the player pool, but I mean,
The
I
chat
don't.
likes Lupke. Chat likes Lupke.
They
I saw a
always
lot
like
of Luke.
Lupke. I played Lupke a bunch last year in showdowns. I don't see it necessarily though here, but he's 400. So
Damn, where are you getting 50 to 1 odds? I know on DK it was like 30 or 35. Where are you getting 50? That's he's probably not,
I
it's
just
probably
can't
not
believe Turpin's like the chalk of all the cheap guys. Like I just can't believe it.
because I think I think a lot of people have that take that he might end up being the third receiver. I think in the summer that was slow to get to, but I think now people have come to that realization that
He's
he could be
definitely
wide
more
receiver 3.
explosive than Tolbert. Like if you put Turpin in there with freaking CD Lamb and Pickens, you got some explosiveness out on that field.
You got some weapons, man, and you
Yeah.
gotta pay attention to Pickens and Lamb. Like that's who the Eagles are prioritizing paying attention to. So Turpin he's like 4th on that list, right? He is not up there prioritizing who we're gonna like focus on defensively. It's got to be Pickens and Lamb. So I think that kind of helps. But any other cheap guys? Because again, I like Shipley. I like Turpin. I don't mind Luke Key. I'm with you. I'm like indifferent. If he hits some of my teams, I'm okay. But I don't like need him. Anyone else you can see getting some run? You like some Schoonmaker, some Span
Yeah.
Ford?
I mean, one of the ways I like to do the 150, especially with games like this, honestly, I'll just take a little bit of all these guys down here. You got to wait and see inactives with this. Another reason to get in the Run Pure Sports Discord once the inactives hits, because it doesn't seem like a ton, but I mean, chances are 1 or 2 of these guys down here will be inactive. And I mean, look at the ownerships: 3, 4, 2, 1. I just kind of want to fiddle around. There's nobody that sticks out. If I had to rank them, I would definitely be with you. Turpin, number one. I don't love the ownership, but I think he's a way better play and way more upside than everyone.
Get in there after making fun of me on Cavante Turpin. You get in there, big guy. I love that.
Yeah, I mean, 20-something% feels crazy to me. But you look at everybody in his range, though. I mean, I hate Tolbert. I hate Dotson. I hate Dillon. I hate Calcaterra. Shipley's okay, but I like Turpin more than him. Schoonmaker would be, like, I like Schoonmaker way more than Lupke, even though it's a different price, but still the same price, though. I mean, you're under 2K. I like Schoon. So my rankings of the cheap guys would be Turpin, Schoonmaker, Shipley. Actually, I'd put Shipley ahead of Schoonmaker. Schoonmaker 3.
Yeah, it's Turpin and Shipley, and then it's like everyone else. I think it'd be like Schoonmaker, Lupke.
The only problem is, like, we're just not getting different with these takes, which I hate. I want to be different with Showdown.
Well, I'm going to be different because I'm going to be slamming Devontae Smith, who is not going to be highly owned in the captain. So, and I think Mary Ferguson's not going to be high owned in the captain.
Can't be. I mean, the only guys that are going to be high in the captain are those two guys.
Your early takes were your contrarian takes. Like, you're going to be lower on Barkley and Hurts than the field, I think, in the captain. That's your contrarian take. Sometimes you can't be fully contrarian in a showdown slate. Like, your take in the beginning was your contrarian one. I think my contrarian take is I'm going to be just way more heavy on Phil. Like, I'm probably going to play a lot of 5-1s, 4-2s, probably be lower on the 3-3s. You know, that's mine, but like, so, yours is the opposite.
I got a question too, because this always comes up. I get it in the DMs every showdown slate. You always need a 200 guy. Like, you just need it in there. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but I literally, the build I talked about, listen to this. If you play Ferguson, which I like, Saquon and Hurts, Dak and CD, it leaves you with 200. So you would have to choose between one of these guys, which it's kind of, I mean, it's obviously ugly, but how many slates over the years have we seen where someone solo ships because they have some just totally random 200 guy that catches a touchdown, which happens way more than people think. Like, just one of these dudes is on the field. Like, maybe this Span Ford's in a blowout at the end.
Yeah.
And he catches a touchdown or something. Which one of these guys you like? It's got to be
I think it'd be Span Ford. I think it'd be Span Ford because I could see, I mean, just because we like Turpin and they have Tolbert, like, they're going to use, I think they're going to use Schoonmaker, maybe Span Ford too, maybe a little bit. Again, when you get to the 200 range, Tony, we just want our guy out on the field for a few snaps at that point. We're not getting a guy that's just out there consistently running routes or getting, running back touches. You know what I mean? We need them to play into it a little bit, but who's to say at the goal line they don't go a little like, heavy package and get a little tight end, out there for a nice little pitch and catch. And all you need is like one play. You know what I mean? Like that play. I bring the Josh Oliver thing up because it just always sticks in my head with the first touchdown. But all he did was that touchdown, and it's just the one play. You know what I mean? It's not like he got peppered with 10 targets. That's all you need is that. So I like Span Ford. I think he's the guy. If you made me pick 200, he's the guy I'm going to leave in my pool here. I'm gonna take out most of the other guys though, because I just don't see outside of a blowout. And if Philly's blowing them out, because I don't think Dallas is going to blow Philly out. So if Philly's blowing them out, they're just going to run, right, Tony? So I don't think a pass catcher they're just going to run the football, run. So I don't think it's a pass catcher. So I think if you're looking at the 200 guys or the cheap guys, like the really cheap ones, it should be from Dallas because they could play more in a blowout, in my opinion, unless you see Dallas blowing out Philly, which I don't. I could see it more the other way.
Yep, 100%.
There we go. I like that. All right, Big T, we got to get our play of the day. Before we do that and we give our play of the day, favorite play of the day, just a quick little Pick Six Bag Builder promo video. Check it out for the Pick Six Bag Builder promo over on DraftKings.
Introducing Bag Builder by DraftKings Pick 6. Everyone gets one free 6-pick entry. Hit all 6 picks and split the bag with other winners. Bag Builder starts at $1 million and begins growing once 50,000 entries are locked in. For every 5,000 entries, $50,000 gets added to the bag. The bigger the crowd, the bigger the bag. Watch the bag grow in real time on the app and ride the upside with Pick 6.
Bang, Pick 6 Bag Builder. And they are up over that 50K mark, Big T. I don't know exactly where they're at now, but they're adding money to that pot. So you could be splitting more than $1 million. All you got to do is hit that Pick 6. And I'm pretty sure all these games this week count in the Pick 6. So you can make your 6 picks and it's a free entry in it. So there's no reason, if you can enter into Pick 6 wherever you live, if you can enter, there's no reason not to take that free entry and take a little stab for that Pick 6 and try and split that $1 million with a few people. Big T, how many do you think end up hitting 6 of 6 this week? What's the number?
I think it'll be a lot.
So you think over, under like 1,500?
I mean, over, I would say. Definitely
over.
I haven't put any thought into it, but I would say definitely over. And I will say, too, we're our partners at DraftKings. Looking at it right now, because I'm trying to plan out my night as we're talking about it all. You got a super boost where you can get Hurts anytime scorer plus 150. Like, that's just awesome. That's a Barstool boost on DK. You got a no sweat tonight. You got a 50% boost, and you got a live boost. You got 4 nice things up on DraftKings Sportsbook. Love the freebies. Love the touchdown. Love the boost. But, I mean, the Hurts touchdown plus 150 feels like all those things help your bankroll. In week 1, they give more of this stuff than ever. So get in there and swoop up if they give a deposit bonus, take the deposit bonus. If they, all the freaking nonsense. So get it in all of it.
Minus 150 to plus 150 is a nice little freebie right there for Jalen Hurts. I will be betting that for sure. Check out that, the happy hour boost. Get that on draft. They've been doing it all week too. They've been giving out those things. So hopefully you guys been taking advantage. I've been trying to post them when I've seen them in the Rumpier Sports Discord. Another reason why to just get in on the winners, get in over at Rumpier Sports. Check out the Rumpier Premium Package, all sports. And, like I said, premium Discord. Big T talked about it. One of the best Discords in the industry. And people are jumping in now. If you sign up from Big T, you get that promo code. You slide into Big T's DMs, get a promo code. Make sure you link your Discord and get in the Discord because a ton of good information in there. A lot of sharp members in there and people just talking ball all throughout the day. So get in now and smash the like button on the video and subscribe to this channel. All right, Big T, let's give our play of the day and then we will get out of here. Who is your favorite play on the slate? It can be your favorite captain, your favorite cheapie, whoever it is. Who is your favorite play?
Definitely Mary Ferguson for me. 5,200. Love the price. Love the first touchdown. You can have it for free this show. It's going up on the playbook. First touchdown. Everything about Mary Ferguson I loved. In the trailing spot, I love the dump offs. Touchdown value I love. Price point I love. Love both game scripts. If Dallas plays good, I like him. If they play bad, I like him. He checks more boxes for me than anybody on the slate. So I will go Mary Ferguson.
And just for people that are just jumping in now, we talked about this earlier, but Big T, us over at Rumpier Sports, we're running a little DraftKings contest here. It's a year-long contest, DFS contest, with all the main Showdown slates and the main slate. It's only $100 for the entire year. Still plenty of spots in it. If you want in, all you have to do is follow these instructions. Send Big T $100. That's for the entire contest, the year-long contest for NFL with Venmo. There's his Venmo right there. It's up on the screen. And make sure you add your username, your DK username. Add it when you send the Venmo, and then Big T will find you and then send you the link. So that's the way to get in. If you want to get in for this contest, check it out. It's an awesome contest. We'll be talking about it all year. We'll have weekly prizes and then, of course, a year-end prize as well. So check that out. Big T, anything else to add before I give my play of the day?
No. get in there. And yeah, even if you don't get in today, if you're watching this later, you missed one slate, it's not going to change anything, but it is filling up quick. So who knows? It might fill up before you get in. So get in quick.
Get in there. Let's go. My play of the day, I'm gonna give Devontae Smith in the captain as my play of the day. I think he's a really good tournament captain to get over on. And my cheap play, I know we talked about Turpin, but I really like Will Shipley just in my script. Because in my script, if you like the Eagles and you like the Eagles to win by double digits, I think Shipley already could take some carries from Saquon early, just to keep him somewhat fresh throughout the year. And then he could get some carries late. And he's a house call, man. We've seen it. He can run. He can get a 50-yard rushing touchdown easily. That offensive line is still good. So those are my two plays. I'm giving out two, but cheapy Will Shipley and captain Devontae Smith. Nice little GPP play. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this show. If you did, hit the like button. Join us at runpuresports.com. And if you want the full Big T player pool, you want his final thoughts on the slate, get in now. We've got the single sport package for NFL. You can sign up. And if you want that special promo code, just slide on into Big T. 44 DFS on Twitter. Slide into his DMs on Twitter, and he will hook you up with a nice promo code. Good luck to everyone in their DraftKings Showdown contest tonight. For Big T and myself, JSU, we'll be back tomorrow. Until then, we're out of here. Peace.